All right, anybody that gets that 78 and a quarter, we had said earlier today that didn't know that we could take out that 78 and a quarter, these highs up here. We would use those for resistance, but then they become resistance targets for the boys to try to knock out. That's the purpose of this being 78 and a quarter, 78 and a half potential targets. And I said that we could take out today's high, but still not take these out. So we have to understand that the first target is got to take out today's high, and if so, then in fact these targets over here become the next objective for the longs. And we said clearly this 71, you've got to be, this is the magnet, and if we hold that, then we could jam. It's the market still has to prove itself, but obviously proof is in the pudding here. The boys wanted this upside, and so everybody who thought that this was a negative day and read this incorrectly, like, okay, just hit bounces all day long and we're going to come out the bottom, those traders have had to give it back this afternoon. And I said, still not clear, but we did have time for the end of the day, and just a gut level feeling that they swept this low over here, right? They took out the low overnight. And then rebounded quickly. They held that 66 and a half area. Said, okay, so that's got to be supportive until broken. And now what if these clowns do the same thing and do the upside? And so first thing I think about is not an egregious move, but a small move, because I'm conservative. Okay, so what I want to do is say, fine, they did that over there. Could they do it on the upside? Sure. So that was what I was looking for, was this pattern of taking out the low. So in effect, we've taken out both ends of the overnight range. And I said, I'm not thinking that this is going to be a powerhouse move. I think it'll just knock the stops out and then maybe chop around a bit. Now, I could be totally wrong. This could fly another 10 points right now. But I wasn't thinking that way. I was thinking, be happy if you can knock out the stops and get back into that 78 and a quarter. So anyways, there's a trade that worked out in terms of what I had orchestrated and said I thought would happen. And those are lucky guesses. They're not going to happen all the time. Probably for every one of those I get right, I'm going to get one wrong. But this is one I got right. Hope that helps, and the reasoning why I thought that we needed to be conservative. And this is definitely an undercut low. So 62, definitely support until broken. And just knowing our numbers and knowing the charts helped us to understand that potential.